minutes video from inside the restaurant shows a table of 16 people eating and enjoying themselves. The group ignores staff and skips out on their $420 bill.
We have two incomes and we cannot afford to eat.
The restaurant added a service charge of $108.
We got charged $36 for 2 shots. What the F?
Today's video dives straight into chaos, grocery prices, fake service fees, broke math, and a fall of common sense. Hit that button if you ever opened your receipt and felt personally robbed.
It's wild that as a 2-income household, my husband and I have come to the realization we can't afford groceries right now. Straight up can't afford groceries, because if we buy groceries, then we either won't be able to pay our rent or our electric bill, because both of those come out of this pay cycle and they will take the entire pay cycle. That's bonkers. That's so wild.
This is the new American horror story right here. 2 people working a full-time job and still can't fill the fridge. Welcome to the United States of overdraft fees.
We don't even have kids. Like, it's literally just the 2 of us, and we can't afford to eat with 2 incomes.
Y'all affording groceries right now. So everybody just doing good? Y'all just can afford whatever y'all want at the store? Like, everybody just got food stamps? I just went to Save a Lot and didn't save a damn. They need to change the name of that store from Save a Lot to Save a Damn. I went and got snacks from Family Dollar the other day. Half the bags was empty already.
I literally bought like not even half a cart full at Walmart. That's it. And it was $86. Are you kidding?
Save a lot turned into spend a lot. You can't even walk into Walmart without getting financially jumped. People used to laugh at food stamps. Now they're wishing they had the card. When the snack aisle feels like luxury shopping, your economy is broken.
$139.80 from Walmart. I don't know if it's because it's election year or what, but it's getting more and more scarce because we didn't get nothing for that amount of money.
October 2024. These are groceries that will last a week and a half to 2 weeks for my family of 4. It should not cost this much.
You don't see barely no produce. You don't see barely no meat. You don't see no rice, no beans. It's all quick fix, convenient food and snacks. And they talking about that's supposed to feed their families. That's not what there's no food on the bill. Y'all just don't know how to grocery shop and you don't know how to cook. Convenient snacks and bullshit that we like to enjoy. You don't need the shit anyway.
As soon as a teenager get a job, they want to move out. They think they can afford to live by themselves. So my daughter was talking to me last night. She's like, man, you're not getting my own place, man. I'm making good money. Buck up. So you can't afford your own place. Yeah, I can. So I pay her $600 a week cash, $2,400 a month, straight like that, right? Cool. So I asked her yesterday, how much money you got saved? Well, I get paid on Friday, so I have $600. So you saved nothing and you got no bills.
This new generation, $600 a week and not a dime to show for it, but they'll have DoorDash badge unlocked. You can't manifest rent money if Uber Eats taking it first.
How are you gonna live when you have bills if you can't save without bills? And I'm like, yo, let's do a little basic math here. You can get you a project apartment in Orlando, $1,500, all right? You be first and last to move in, that's $3,000. You've been working for a little while now, you don't got that. All right, whatever. Mom, we'll lend you the money. We'll give you the money, $3,000, get the out of my house. I'm ready for you to leave. All right, $1,500, bing, bang, boom. Every month, then you got your lights. $100 a month because it's just you. Wait, you're irresponsible. You're going to need the AC on, the lights on. So yours is going to be about $300. So you $1,800 in, right? Fair enough. Now, I know you're going to want internet. You need your Netflix. That's another $100, right? You at $1,900 right now. Fair enough, right? You got to drive to work every day. Let's say conservatively, you become responsible. And you don't drive anywhere else because you're responsible. That's $200 a month in gas. You at $2,100. You got $300 left. You spent $600 on Uber Eats last week. How you going to afford it?
Groceries are so expensive right now, you don't need a pantry. You need a time machine back to the Great Depression. Listen, at this point, if you don't have what I call a Depression-era pantry, you are setting yourself up for failure. And I know some of y'all are like, what's that? I wasn't even alive back then. Don't worry, I got you. A Depression-era pantry is about survival with style.
Back in the day, grandma could stretch $1 like a yoga instructor. Now folks can't stretch a week's groceries past a TikTok trend. They calling it meal prep. Grandma called it survival. It's time to bring back beans, rice, and a prayer.
It's budget-friendly, non-perishable items that will ensure you never go hungry. Flour, cornmeal, rice, dried beans, oats, pasta, molasses, cocoa, peanut butter, canned fruits and vegetables, canned lard, vinegar, salt, sugar, and spices. You know, all the stuff your grandmama could take and make 20 meals out of it and continue to feed the family over and over again. See, most Americans, y'all got really addicted to living high on the hog. Like little mini Rockefellers, right? Eating fresh salmon on a Wednesday night, sipping cold brew like water. Let's keep it all the way a buck. See, you were never rich. You just had enough credit cards and cheap prices so you could pretend. And now, that runway is gone.
Hey, chef, can you make me something with $10?
You already know I can. Take you to Quick Trip. Let's go. Caramel latte, Pop-Tart, garden sub, $6.47.
$9.73.
Under $10. All right, here's what we got. Caramel macchiato, Pop-Tart, garden sub. We're gonna have fun with this. First step is creme brulee. Half of this. Chop this bad boy up. Turn it. Bring that to a boil. So now onto the salad. Spinach, cucumber, sport peppers, black olive, tomatoes, Italian dressing. Gonna go to the bread. Olive oil, Parmesan cheese, lay it out, throw it in the oven. About 15 minutes.
Are we checking on our custard?
Yes, everything is starting to blend in and melt. Keep it more on a slower temperature so that sugar doesn't burn. We got the croutons ready. Ooh. For the scenery. So now we gotta make the dough for the calzone. Yeast, warm water.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting hungry, and I'm still trying to figure out the coffee mocha with the Pop-Tarts. I gotta try.
Honey, flour, salt, olive oil. Sit her on top of the oven. Creme brulee mix. Yeah, you want to cool it down. Egg yolk, sugar. Add in whisk. A little bit more. Put that bad boy up in here.
Oh, yeah.
Put in a water bath. Plastic wrap on it. Aluminum foil. In she goes. Boom. I'm going to make Pop-Tart cookie crumble. Butter, brown sugar. Take it off the fire. Pop-Tart. Add this bad boy.
You see why they charge so much at them 5-star restaurants? You see the process that you have to go through for one meal.
Right in here. We got that creme brulee. Ooh. Nice and stiff. Look at that jiggle. Pull it down real quick. Take out my crumble. Already stiffening up. Transfer it. Check on our dough. Gets proof enough. Roll her out. Bell peppers, spinaca, sport peppers, onions, mushroom, salami, pepperoni, and mozzarella cheese. Fold that sucker. A little score. Olive oil. Oh, yeah. Put her in the oven. Nice and chilled. Raw sugar on those creme brulees. Crumble. Strawberries, fresh mint. All right, so let's open it up. It's a big boy. Time to plate it. That salad. Croutons. Oh, yeah. We just turned your Quick Trip into a gourmet 3-course.
Now we got.
You got chef skills and struggled bills. This man made cream Pop-Tarts Michelin star in the projects. This is what survival looks like when rent is $1,800. Creativity with calories. The broke garment movement is officially here.
Give this a try.
Let's go.
Quick Trip turned into like a calzone. Oh my goodness. Salad.
There's some sport peppers in there too.
This is a crazy meal, but I'm excited for the creme brulee.
You hear that?
Wow.
Even better than the first time.
Hey, you did Quick Trip right with this one, Chef. Killed it.
Surveillance video from inside the restaurant shows a table of 16 people eating and enjoying themselves. Frida's manager, Jesse Gonzalez, says they were one of the last tables seated around 10:30 Sunday night, a half hour before close.
And you got to be bold to have this big of a party and walk right out of the restaurant.
There's no sound in the surveillance video, but at this point, Gonzalez says the group started berating the staff.
They started getting louder, getting upset, started yelling. That's when they started making offenses to the server and telling them, like, come on.
Eventually, one by one, people finish their drinks and leave the table, except for these two women left behind. They didn't seem to be in as much of a hurry. She even carries her blue margarita away from the table and continues to drink it after the group ignores staff and skips out on their $420 bill.
This is why restaurants new add service fee and trauma tax. People out here dining and dashing like it's team sports. If you see 15 cousins walking out at once, hide your margarita machine.
Gonzalez says they even pushed one of the servers in the stairwell. He says he's never seen anything like it.
Our walkouts are, forgot to pay, or they'll come back the next day. Major like that, that's our first biggest one.
And y'all had a whole bunch of YNs, hood boogers, and thought bots all in one spot. You know what? I would have let them walk too. Y'all got to take that loss, or they would have messed up the whole restaurant.
I want y'all to look at this and tell me what you think. This went out to a restaurant. The bill was $704, right? They added a service charge of $108.
They don't even call it a tip anymore. It's an invoice for existing. $108 to bring me a plate and an attitude? Nah, at that point, I'm with dishes for credit. Next, they'll change breathing fee for inhaling restaurant air.
I don't know what a service charge is. I know what that is. At first, I was thinking that it was something like a tip, to tip the server. But then this dude asks, is a $5 tip disrespectful or totally fair?
It all depends on who walked in. Maybe they thought that they wasn't going to get a tip, or possibly someone was going to walk out.
You're not about to charge me $108 service fee and still get a tip. You're not getting a tip. What is a service charge? I'm sure there's somebody watching this who is either currently working or has worked in the food industry, in the restaurant industry. What's the service charge and how is it different from getting a tip? And why?
Because they thought they wasn't going to get tipped.
On the Lord's green earth is $108. I'm sorry, but if I go out to eat and my bill is already $704, and then on top of that you add $108 service charge, not only are you not getting a tip, but I'm stealing some silverware. I'm stealing some plates. I'm stealing something.
You know what the worst thing is after a wonderful night is when you get charged a kitchen fee. What the f is that?
These restaurants are getting smart about the people that's coming in to eat.
Here we go again. So this happened again here in California in Santa Monica. Had a great night. We were celebrating. The food was great. And no idea that so many things. So we ordered 2 shots of tequila and we were like, oh, house tequila is fine. We got charged $36 for 2 shots. What the F? And then not only that, that's $18 a shot. Not to mention the kitchen fee, 4%.
At this point, the tequila should have came with stock options. They charging us 4% for the chef to blink while cooking. When the lowest tip starts at 20%, you realize tipping became a hostage negotiation.
I mean, that was good and all, but come on, why do you do that? No one even informed us about this. And then as soon as the check arrives, with the machine, and they make you select the tip option right away. And the lowest tip option is 20%, 22%, 20%.
But you got to look at where you're at. The Mischief right there on Santa Monica Boulevard, that's kind of a high-class restaurant. When you get to these type of restaurants, they're so used to people coming in whose credit cards are already on file that they ignore all these little fees.
25%. I mean, but if is the you guys require on top of the 4% and the tax that you added on top of that and the $18 shot, I wasn't happy about that. But we had such a great night, but that just left a bad taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? Who else is having the same problem?
Ain't nobody tripping over that. It was only $4.
I'm sure a lot of people are. But another thing that I want to mention is that here in California, everyone gets paid minimum wage, at least, which is $15 at this point. In West Hollywood, wage is $19.50 now, guys. So I have a friend who quit her management job to be a server here in California because you can make a lot of money. And now we're tip is 25% minimum and 10% tax. That's a lot of money. You know what I mean? A little frustrated with this.
I think we can all agree that eating at a restaurant has become ridiculously priced past few years. We cook at home most of the times, but go out once or twice a week. And I honestly feel me and my husband cannot go out to lunch or dinner without spending $50+ and we don't even drink. A couple months ago now, like, me and my husband kind of just looked at each other after going to, like, you know, priced restaurant and being like, that, like, was not it.
Eating out has always been more expensive. It's just that when you have grocery store bills that are high, your gas is going up, and your utility bills are going up, then it makes the food when you're going out to eat looks more expensive too.
And we kind of just decided there that we were either going to go like the fast chain restaurant route or go to a really nice restaurant where we knew that we were going to get a great meal and it'd be worth what we were paying for. This has kind of helped balance of like, you know, want to cook. Sometimes we want like a great, but like we weren't got like value out of going to the mediocre restaurant and it being like worth our money. So if you kind of feel like we do, I don't know, this might be something to help your budget or just kind of like help in these times where like you can't reasonably price a meal at a restaurant.
Crab Bake Catering, 5 pans, $500. We have our signature Rasta pasta. We have curry chicken. We have southern fried chicken. We have turkey wings, corn, rice and peas, and yams. Don't forget our mac and cheese. If you're interested in this deal, fill out the form below or call us, or don't be afraid to send a DM. Crab Bake Catering.
That just made me hungry. I don't know about y'all.
5 pans, $500.
How much I spent at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. Lobster risotto, $32. Braised short rib, $53. $96 prefix menu, which comes with pan-seared scallops, beef Wellington, sticky toffee pudding plus an extra one for free for my birthday.
Please tell me why I just went through McDonald's to get a Diet Coke. When I was on the phone with my husband while I was ordering, and he's like, wait, you're at McDonald's? Get a filet of fish sandwich. He's like, get me two. It's Friday and Lent at McDonald's. We're like, great, I'll just eat that for lunch and then we'll make something else for dinner. So, whatever. I ordered 3 filet of fishes in a separate order because she wouldn't let me add it on to my Diet Coke order. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. It pissed me off. Pull around, order 3 filet of fishes, not the meal, just sandwich. She clarified. She said, the sandwich or the meal? And I said, just the sandwich. And she said, 3 of them? I said, yes. Tell me why it was $17 for 3 filet of fishes on Friday during Lent at McDonald's.
Because those are the prices and it's been a while since you've been there. I don't know why you're shocked.
I'm not crazy. I sat there and blinked my eyes and then I just pulled away because I was so angry, which probably was rude, but like $17 for filet of fishes at McDonald's? Are you kidding me?
You mean to tell me you didn't see the prices on the menu before you pulled up?
What is going on with the restaurants? Prices have gotten a little out of control. Now, I know supplies aren't cheap, food's not cheap. Okay, I know you have to raise your prices a little bit. Well, I am well aware when I take my entire family out to eat. Okay, we have 3 kids, so our total is probably going to be $60, $70. Okay, we're ready for that. Well, my husband and I went to a local restaurant today, and we got our check, and it was $41. $41. Hey, sweet tea. I got a Dr. Pepper. He got a fish sandwich with fries, and he got it on a salad. I had their sandwich of the week, which was a chicken Alfredo wrap. It was like grilled chicken, some Alfredo with noodles, and just put in a tortilla. Not good at all. And I got fries with it too. $41 for that. My sandwich and my little fries was $15.99. That at all. Okay, we had lunch portions. I'll just spit. And $15.99 for my meal. And I think my husband's was $12.99. Like, so mine was the sandwich of the week, but they didn't have a price next to it. So I'm thinking, okay, $15.99 for my little wraps that were not good at all. And it was like one wrap. They just cut it in half. And then like a handful of rice. Not worth $41 at all.
$41 for struggle wraps and attitude. America's lunch menu is officially broken. We used to eat out to escape stress. Now you need therapy for the receipt. When even the waitress looks tired of capitalism, you know this tapped in. This is what happens when wages freeze, but corporations got inflations on autopilot. They also told everyone to work hard and you'll make it, but most folks just work harder to stay broke. Whether it's groceries, rent, or dinner, it's about affordability. It isn't about affordability anymore. It's about survival with a smile. Drop a comment. When was the last time you went out to eat and walked out mad at the total? Let's talk about it.